Hey, what's up everybody? It's the end of June and the July leaks are here. I'm very excited to share with you what we have going on for the month of July. There's actually a lot of good Tsums that are going to be released in the month of July. Some of them are re-released, we've seen them before, but it's really nice to see good Tsums to come back. So if you have saved up a lot of coins for the month of July, you made the right choice because there are some good Tsums for missions and also a top coin earner. So stay tuned for that. I am going to cover the pickup capsules as well as a selection box, and then I'm going to cover some of the new Tsums that are coming out this month. So stay tuned if you want to see all of that. And if you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more Tsum Tsum content. I will be covering all the new Tsums that will be released, as well as all the selection box and pickup capsules. I'll let you know which ones are worth getting and which ones are not. I'm also going to do demos to show you what all the animation looks like for all of these, so that way you can determine if they are worth leveling up for you. But first, let's get into the 4 new Tsums that we're going to have for this month. For the month of July, Disney Tsum Tsum is going to be releasing all 4 of the new Tsums all at once. Typically, they break into 2 halves where you get 3 new Tsums and then the next 2, but maybe because there's only 4 new Tsums for this month, they've decided to release all 4 of them at the same time. There will still be 3 different lucky times, so don't worry about that. You're still going to get a lot of opportunities to get these new Tsums. But first, let's take a deeper look at all 4 of these and see which one's worth getting or not. So the very first one, we have Lotso Charm. So this is a charm version of Lotso, and the description for Lotso is that Lotso, with his strawberry charm, clears Tsums from the bottom of the screen. And Charm Lotso is going to be one of the best one out of these 4, and also a pretty good Tsum overall for the just the entire game. If you are new to Tsum Tsum or don't have a lot of strong Tsum, Lotso Charm is definitely one that you want to get. He's pretty much equivalent to getting like a gadget that's maxed out at skill level 2 already. So just at skill level 2, you only need to get 2 copies of him, and he's going to be pretty good. So definitely try to get Charm Lotso. Next, we have Elsa and Bruni. And the description for Elsa and Bruni is that activates 2 skills. This is a little confusing because we haven't seen a skill like this just yet. But with some practice and some finessing, I think that Elsa and Bruni has a lot of good potential. If you are able to plan and strategically just focus on the game and really think about which ability to activate, if you can get good at Elsa and Bruni, this could be a good Tsum to have. Next we have Clarabelle, and the description is a cow with a big snout. Tap the ball that appears to clear surrounding Tsums. So it's pretty much that. It's kind of just like a bubble Tsum, not that great. Clarabelle is probably one that you could probably avoid if you can, and be sad if you get him. But I don't know, maybe you just get 1 copy of it. I'm personally going to try to max them out just to show you guys what they look like. But from what I've gathered, Clarabelle is not one that you need. Next we have Lucifer, and the description for Lucifer is that a mean-spirited cat who treats Cinderella cruelly. Clears random Tsum Tsum as well as Tsums in the center. So the description is pretty good. I actually kind of like these random clearing Tsums, and then also clears the center. So it sounds like that there's going to be 2 different abilities that happen. So Lucifer doesn't sound like it's going to be great, but also not going to be bad. So hopefully Lucifer is going to be decent. From ranking wise, I think Lotso Charm is going to be number 1, Elsa and Bruni number 2, Lucifer number 3, and then Clarabelle number 4. And also make a note, Lucifer is not going to be a limited edition. So what that means is that Lucifer will remain in the premium box after this month. So there's really no hurry to getting Lucifer. So let's say you get all the other 3 Tsums and you really want to get Lucifer. It's the end of the month. You don't necessarily need to blow all of your coins to get Lucifer, because Lucifer will stay in the premium box even after this month. So the first pickup capsule, we have 6 different Tsums, and it's always 6 different Tsums, but let's go over all 6 of these. The first one, you have Sorcerer Mickey, then you have Jester Goofy, Romance Ariel, Practical, Queen of Hearts, and Pinocchio. So out of all 6 of these, Sorcerer Mickey and Jester Goofy are pretty cool. Romance Ariel is okay as well, but the premium one that you probably want to get is Jester Goofy and Sorcerer Mickey. But overall, I actually recommend holding off on spending your coins. If you are short on coins and need of a coin earner, you actually want to save up your coins until the second selection box. So There is a premium Tsum that it's going to be in the second selection box that everyone should try to get if you don't have a coin earner. There is a top tier Tsum coming out this month. But if you have 450,000 coins saved and you really want that skill ticket, then I would say go for it. I think that skill ticket is always worth it because a 450,000 coin investment and guaranteeing a skill ticket is worth it. So if you don't have 450,000 coins saved for this pickup capsule, I actually recommend skipping it because there are better ways to spend your coin in the month of July. On to our first selection box, and in this selection box we have Parade Mickey, Classic Mickey, Fantasmic Mickey, Musketeer Donald, Romance Beast, Happy Snow White, Young Anna, Peep, Simba, Kristoff, Timothy, and Stitch. Now, if you are a strategic player who plays the missions and also the bingo cards, coloring cards, and all those other things, and need some good Tsums to get through some of those difficult missions, then there are two really crucial Tsums in here that you definitely want to try to get. The first one being Parade Mickey, and the second Timothy. The reason why you want to get Parade Mickey is because of his ability, and for me personally, I like the animation as well. Parade Mickey's ability will start a fever right away. And the way Parade Mickey's ability works is, if you're already in a fever time and you activate his ability, that will count as 2 fevers. Sometimes in the missions we get some of those difficult ones where you have to start a fever 8 times in one play, and that can be a little bit difficult if you don't have a start fever time Tsum. So if you don't have a start fever time Tsum, I definitely recommend getting Parade Mickey because he is a good Tsum and he's also a really good one to have for the missions. And secondly, I recommend Timothy as well because if you don't have a bubble maker, Timothy is one of the top tier bubble makers. I would say like the top 5, top 3. Some of them kind of overlap, but Timothy is also a good one for bubble making. So if you don't have a bubble maker, then Timothy is a good one to have. Next, we have our second pickup capsule. And in this pickup capsule, we have Bride Jasmine, Figaro, Theatrical Mad Hatter, Miguel, Judy Hopps, and Lumiere. And similar to the first pickup capsule, if you don't have 450,000 coins saved, then I actually recommend you saving your coins because there are better ways to invest in your coins for this month. There's a top tier coin earner that you want to invest in, definitely. So unless you have 450,000 coins saved to get that skill ticket, then definitely save your coins. The second one isn't really worth it. But out of all 6 of these, if I had to get 2, I think I actually like Judy Hopps and Lumiere. Even though they're not limited, I think those 2 are really fun. I know some people really like Bride Jasmine as well. I personally just like Judy Hopps and Lumiere because some of these 2 are the ones that I actually started the game with, and I found them pretty helpful and useful early on. Okay, on to the final selection box, and this is kind of like the grand prize because in this selection box there is one particular Tsum that you definitely want to get if you want a top tier coin earner. There's actually 2 Tsums in here that I would definitely recommend you getting. The first one is Gaston. Gaston is one of the best coin earners in the game. He is one of the more difficult ones to use, but is a top coin earner. Right after Jedi Luke, Gaston is ranked between like 2nd and 3rd, really holding that 2nd spot really tightly for coin earning. So definitely try to get Gaston if you don't have a top tier coin earner just yet. So a lot of people ask me how to get a lot of coins. Getting Gaston is one of the first steps. Jedi Luke is the best one, but Gaston is definitely the 2nd best Tsum to have when it comes to getting coins. Now the second Tsum I recommend getting in this selection box is Jetpack Alien. Jetpack Alien is one of the Tsums that doesn't require a lot of Tsums to level up, but his ability is amazing. What he does is he will clear pretty much the entire screen and turn everything into Jetpack Alien. So if you have those Tsums where it requires you to make a long chain, get a lot of abilities per game, or creating a lot of bubbles, Jetpack Alien is actually really good for that. He's also really good for those missions where you need to clear a lot of My Tsums because, I mean, he turns everything into a My Tsum. So having Jetpack Alien is going to make your Disney Tsum Tsum game experience a lot easier when you're playing missions, playing bingo, and so forth. So definitely try to get a copy of Jetpack Alien as well. So I think out of all of these Tsums for this month, you definitely want to invest in the second selection box. So here's a quick recap of all the Tsums for the month of July. Let me know in the comments below which Tsums are you going to be targeting. I definitely recommend everyone to try to save their coins to invest in the second selection box because there are some pretty good Tsums in there that you definitely should try to get. So that's pretty much it for this one. I hope you guys found this video helpful or at least entertaining, and if you guys did, please consider subscribing to this channel. I'll be doing more demos, more leaks, bingo cards, and anything that's related to Disney Tsum Tsum. I will be covering it on this channel. So please consider subscribing if you haven't yet. And as always, thank you so much for watching.